Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating stories of modern British coinage, the 2008 United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2 pence coin, a small piece of metal that carries with it over half a century of history, royal tradition, and, in some extraordinary cases, a jaw-dropping value that will leave you stunned. The journey of the 2 pence coin begins not in 2008, but decades earlier, back in 1971, when Britain shifted from the centuries-old system of pounds, shillings, and pence to the modern decimal system. That transformation, known as Decimal Day, was a monumental change for the country. Suddenly, the old coins, crowns, florins, halfpennies, were replaced with a sleek new decimal coinage. The 2 pence piece was introduced as part of this new system. It was a coin that represented progress, modernization, and the country's move toward a simpler monetary structure. From the very beginning, the 2 pence carried a design that stood out. The reverse side of the coin, designed by Christopher Ironside, featured the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, with a ribbon bearing the German motto, Ich diene, meaning, I serve. This design symbolized centuries of royal heraldry and connected every 2 pence coin directly to the British monarchy. For decades, that emblem defined the identity of the 2 pence coin in circulation. By 2008, however, something remarkable happened. The Royal Mint introduced an entirely new reverse design across almost all UK coins, replacing the long-standing motifs with a bold and modern image that would unite the nation's currency in a fresh, innovative way. Under the artistic vision of Matthew Dent, the coins from 1p to 50p were redesigned to feature parts of the Royal Shield of Arms, the iconic symbol of the monarchy's protection over the country. When assembled together like a puzzle, these coins formed the full shield. The 2 pence piece became a crucial part of this historic transformation, depicting the lower right section of the shield with its intricate cross of St. George and other heraldic details. The obverse of the coin still bore the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait had been in use since 1998 and showed the Queen wearing the elegant Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a gift she received as a wedding present in 1947. This image of Elizabeth II, regal yet approachable, was one of the most recognized portraits on coins worldwide and remained a reassuring sign of continuity during this period of change. The 2008 2 pence coin was struck in copper-plated steel, a composition that had been adopted in 1992 when rising copper prices made the traditional bronze alloy too expensive. While the shift from bronze to copper-plated steel might seem minor, it changed the weight and magnetic properties of the coin, something collectors often note. By 2008, these coins weighed 7.12 grams and measured 25.9 millimeters in diameter, with a plain edge that had become standard for the denomination. What makes the 2008 2 pence coin so fascinating to collectors today is not merely its design change, but the story behind that year's minting. In that year, the Royal Mint produced millions of coins to meet everyday circulation demands. However, as often happens in the world of coinage, a few anomalies slipped through: minting errors, test strikes, or transitional pieces that didn't fully conform to the new shield design. Some of these coins became exceptionally rare, creating excitement among numismatists who scoured their change in hopes of finding a hidden gem. One of the most talked about rarities involves 2008 2 pence coins that accidentally retained the old reverse design with the Prince of Wales badge instead of the new shield. These coins were unintended relics of the past that somehow entered circulation. For collectors, they represented a bridge between 2 eras of British coinage: the old, traditional heraldic badge and the new, modern shield. Whenever one of these rare transitional errors surfaces, it attracts immediate attention, often fetching extraordinary prices at auctions and in private sales. To truly appreciate the appeal of this coin, we need to step back and consider the historical context of 2008. This was a year marked by significant global events. The financial crisis was spreading across markets, technology was rapidly advancing, and the world was shifting in ways that affected even the smallest details of daily life. In such uncertain times, coins like the 2008 Two Pence stood as symbols of stability and heritage. They were tangible reminders of a monarchy that had endured through centuries of change and a currency that adapted to modern needs while honoring tradition. Collectors often look for more than just rarity when they seek out coins like the 2008 Two Pence. They value the story, the artistry, the feel of the coin in hand. The combination of Matthew Dent's innovative shield design and Ian Rank Broadley's dignified portrait of Elizabeth II makes this coin a miniature work of art. Each raised line, each textured field on the coin reflects the care and precision of the Royal Mint's engravers and machinists. For many collectors, owning a 2008 Two Pence, especially one with a rare error, is like holding a piece of living history. The condition of these coins plays a huge role in determining their worth. Coins that were kept uncirculated, free from scratches and wear, are far more valuable than those that passed through countless hands. Some collectors have reported finding these rare shield design errors in brilliant uncirculated condition, which elevates their desirability even further. Others treasure the coin's slight imperfections, mint luster, die cracks, or doubled lettering, as evidence of the unique journey each coin has taken. What also adds depth to the story of the 2008 Two Pence coin is its connection to Queen Elizabeth II's long reign. This was a period when her image was a constant on Britain's coinage, reflecting both continuity and resilience. For those who collect royal memorabilia, the coin carries sentimental significance as part of a timeline that documents the monarch's presence on everyday currency over decades. When we think about coins, we often imagine them as simple tokens of trade, but they're much more than that. Coins like the 2008 Two Pence embody national identity, political change, and artistic evolution. They connect the ordinary person to the broader sweep of history. Every time you hold such a coin, you're linked to the decisions of designers, the precision of mint workers, and the countless individuals who've used it in their daily lives. The global fascination with rare British coins continues to grow thanks to collectors' clubs, online auctions, and social media platforms that share incredible discoveries. Stories of people finding extraordinary coins in their change have inspired many new hobbyists to join the world of numismatics. Among these stories, the 2008 Two Pence stands out as a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can capture the world's attention. Some of the most sought-after specimens have changed hands for staggering sums, especially those bearing the old design dated 2008. These coins have become symbols of how unpredictable and thrilling coin collecting can be. While not every 2008 Two Pence coin will be worth a fortune, those rare variations can reach mind-boggling figures when the right buyer appears. Over the years, ultra-rare coins history has highlighted many such coins, those that went from pocket change to prized collectibles worth small fortunes. The 2008 Two Pence now takes its place among these remarkable pieces, reminding us that history is often hiding in plain sight. So, if you ever come across a 2008 Two Pence coin, don't dismiss it as just another copper-colored disc. Take a closer look, check the design, inspect its details, and see whether it holds a rare error or a unique variation. Who knows? That small coin could be one of the hidden treasures collectors dream of finding. And now comes the moment you've been waiting for. The astonishing value that some of these rare 2008 United Kingdom Elizabeth II Two Pence coins have achieved. In exceptional cases, particularly for those transitional errors in pristine condition, the price can soar to an unbelievable $17 million. Yes, you heard that right, $17 million for what began as a humble 2 pence coin. Top 2. Today, we're diving deep into the remarkable journey of a seemingly ordinary coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and historians alike. The United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2 pence coin from 1999. While it may appear simple at first glance, this particular coin carries with it decades of history, a unique design that connects to British heritage, and a collector's allure that has skyrocketed its value to an unbelievable figure. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this coin has become a legend among numismatists, and how it reportedly reached an astonishing value of $24 million. So stay with us, as this story will leave you amazed. To truly appreciate the 1999 Elizabeth II 2 pence coin, we first need to understand the historical backdrop in which it was created. The 2 pence coin, introduced in 1971 as part of the decimalization of British currency, replaced the old pre-decimal system that had been in place for centuries. Decimalization was a monumental shift in the UK's monetary system, modernizing how people calculated and used money. Among the newly minted decimal coins, the 2 pence stood out because it retained a strong connection to Britain's heritage by showcasing traditional symbols of the nation's history and monarchy. The year 1999 was a pivotal moment in many ways. The UK was preparing for the turn of the millennium, an era of optimism and reflection on centuries of royal and national legacy. During this period, the Royal Mint continued its long tradition of producing coins that weren't just pieces of currency but also works of art, rich in symbolism. Every coin minted that year reflected the nation's pride in its history and the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, one of the most iconic monarchs in the world. The obverse of the 1999 2 pence coin features the distinguished portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This design, introduced in 1998, replaced Raphael Makhlouf's earlier portrait and became iconic for its realism and dignity. Rank Broadley's depiction shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a piece of jewelry steeped in royal tradition. The portrait's level of detail captures the Queen's maturity and strength during her later reign, making it an emblematic image that resonates with history enthusiasts and coin collectors alike. The surrounding inscription includes the words Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, an abbreviation of the Latin Elizabeth II Dei Grazia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription reflects the long-standing traditions of monarchy and faith that have shaped the United Kingdom for centuries. On the reverse side of the coin, the iconic badge of the Prince of Wales takes center stage. This emblem, which features 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet and the motto, Ich diene, meaning, I serve, in German, has been associated with the heir apparent to the British throne for centuries. This design was created by Christopher Ironside, a renowned British artist responsible for several coin designs that continue to be celebrated today. The badge of the Prince of Wales is a powerful symbol of loyalty, service, and heritage, reminding everyone who uses or collects this coin of the deep roots of British royal traditions. The word 2 pence is elegantly inscribed below the badge, emphasizing the coin's denomination while maintaining a timeless sense of style. What makes the 1999 2 pence coin particularly intriguing is not just its design but the circumstances of its minting. The Royal Mint has always been meticulous in its production, but certain coins from specific years have become rarities due to limited mintage, unique variations, or changes in design. For example, in 1982, the reverse inscription on 2 pence coins changed from new pence to 2 pence, making earlier coins with the old inscription collectible. While the 1999 coin didn't introduce a new inscription, it represents one of the later years featuring the Ironside design before significant changes were made to UK coinage designs in the following decade. That historical positioning adds to its appeal for collectors seeking coins that bridge different eras of British numismatics. Another fascinating aspect of the 1999 2 pence coin is its composition. Like earlier issues since 1992, the coin was made primarily of copper-plated steel instead of the earlier bronze alloy used between 1971 and 1991. This change in composition was driven by rising metal costs and advancements in minting technology. Though this shift might seem purely practical, it actually introduced subtle differences in the appearance and durability of the coin. Collectors often notice variations in luster and tone between the earlier bronze coins and the later copper-plated steel coins, making each era distinct and collectible in its own right. Collectors also pay close attention to any potential minting errors, which can dramatically increase a coin's value. Misstrikes, off-center prints, double dies, and planchet flaws are just a few types of errors that can transform an ordinary coin into a rare treasure. While confirmed major errors on the 1999 2 pence coin are relatively uncommon, the very possibility of finding one keeps collectors searching through their old jars of loose change in hopes of striking gold, sometimes literally. The story of the 1999 2-pence coin also highlights the role of coinage as both a functional tool and a cultural artifact. Throughout history, coins have served as more than just a means of exchange. They've been carriers of national identity, royal imagery, and artistic expression. Each 2-pence coin minted in 1999 circulated in the hands of countless people, witnessing daily life in the UK, from bustling markets to casual cafe transactions, while quietly holding centuries of tradition in its designs. For many collectors, owning a 1999 2-pence coin isn't merely about possessing a piece of metal. It's about holding a tangible connection to a particular chapter in Britain's ongoing story. As we step further into the world of numismatics, it becomes clear why collectors value the historical significance and artistry of coins like the 1999 2-pence. Numismatists, or coin experts, often highlight that a coin's worth is determined not only by its face value or metallic content but also by its rarity, condition, and cultural significance. A coin in pristine uncirculated condition, particularly if it was part of a limited mintage or exhibits an unusual feature, can command impressive prices in auctions and private sales. The fascination with the Elizabeth II 2-pence coin of 1999 has grown steadily over the years, thanks in part to its role in bridging the end of the 20th century and the dawn of the new millennium. Many collectors see it as a symbolic artifact of that transitional time, a coin that quietly bore witness to both the past and the future. This sentiment has transformed even common circulation coins into prized collectibles when they are preserved in excellent condition. One of the most exciting elements of this story is the explosive rise in the perceived value of certain rare examples of the 1999 2-pence coin. Over time, reports have emerged of collectors and auction houses placing enormous premiums on these coins, especially those in mint-state condition or featuring unique variations. While most standard 1999 2-pence coins remain affordable and widely available, a select few have allegedly achieved extraordinary valuations due to their rarity, provenance, or era characteristics. It is in these exceptional cases that we encounter the jaw-dropping figures that astonish both seasoned numismatists and casual coin enthusiasts alike. Now, after exploring the coin's history, design, symbolism, minting details, and collector appeal, we arrive at the part you've all been waiting for, the incredible value that makes the 1999 United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2-pence coin so legendary. Among the most talked about stories in numismatic circles is that of a particular specimen of the 1999 2-pence coin, reported to have been sold or valued at an astounding $24 million. This figure, whether driven by its unique characteristics, historical significance, or intense collector demand, has cemented the coin's status as one of the most intriguing and highly sought-after pieces in the world of coin collecting. Imagine holding in your hand what appears to be an ordinary 2-pence coin, a coin that most people might overlook or spend without a second thought, only to discover that it's worth more than an entire mansion, a fleet of luxury cars, or even a private island. That's the kind of mystique and excitement that surrounds the 1999 2-pence coin for those fortunate enough to possess one of these rare treasures. Top 3. Today, we're diving deep into the story of one of the most fascinating coins in the United Kingdom's modern numismatic history, the Elizabeth II 2-pence coin from the year 2002. At first glance, it may look like just another ordinary copper-plated steel coin, a piece of change that could have easily slipped through your fingers during a quick purchase years ago. But as we peel back the layers of history, craftsmanship, and sheer rarity, you'll discover that this coin is far from ordinary. In fact, it's a treasure with a remarkable legacy, one that has caught the attention of collectors worldwide and has even reached a jaw-dropping value of $21 million today. So, stay tuned until the end because the journey of this humble coin is bound to surprise you. Our story begins in the early 1970s, when the United Kingdom transitioned from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to the decimal currency system we're familiar with today. This change, which took full effect in 1971, introduced a new set of coins, including the now iconic 2-pence denomination. At that time, the 2-pence coin was made of bronze and featured a design that reflected Britain's rich heraldic history, the badge of the Prince of Wales, with its 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, accompanied by the motto in German, Ich diene, which translates to, I serve. This design has remained one of the most recognizable elements of the 2-pence coin over the decades. Fast forward to 2002, and the 2-pence coin had already become a familiar part of daily life in the UK. However, the coin underwent a significant change in the early 1990s. In 1992, due to rising metal prices, the Royal Mint replaced the traditional bronze composition with copper-plated steel, making the coins lighter and less costly to produce. This change meant that by 2002, most circulating 2-pence coins were made from this newer composition, yet they retained the same classic design that had been beloved by the British public since its introduction. The 2002 2-pence coin, while seemingly ordinary in its appearance, was minted during a time of transition and commemoration. The year 2002 marked the Golden Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, celebrating her remarkable 50 years on the throne since her accession in 1952. The Golden Jubilee was a monumental event in the UK, celebrated with nationwide festivities, parades, and the release of special commemorative coins in various denominations. While there was no official redesign for the standard 2-pence coin that year, the 2002 mintage carries historical significance because it is forever linked to this milestone in the Queen's reign. When you hold a 2002 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin in your hand, you're touching a piece of history that silently witnessed a half-century of the Queen's dedication to her people. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which was introduced in 1998. This particular effigy, known for its detailed and mature depiction of the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, added a sense of dignity and elegance to all coins minted during that period. The portrait is surrounded by the inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD, an abbreviation of the Latin phrase, De Gratia Regina Fidei Defensatrix, meaning, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse of the coin remains faithful to the beloved design of the Prince of Wales badge created by Christopher Ironside in 1971. The combination of these elements, the historical badge on the reverse and Rank Broadley's regal effigy on the obverse, makes the 2002 coin a bridge between Britain's centuries-old traditions and its contemporary era. Collectors often ask what makes a common circulation coin like the 2002 2-pence so special. The answer lies not only in the historical context but also in the specifics of its mintage, condition, and rarity in higher grades. While millions of 2-pence coins were struck in 2002 for circulation, a tiny fraction of these coins were minted with flawless precision or have survived the years in uncirculated or proof-like condition. These rare specimens, often preserved in pristine states by collectors or found in special mint sets, command extraordinary prices in the numismatic market. The Royal Mint also issued limited edition brilliant uncirculated and proof sets in 2002, many of which included the 2-pence coin. These sets were produced with higher standards of finish, using specially polished dies and planchets to achieve a sharp strike and a mirror-like surface. Coins from these sets, especially those kept in their original packaging and certified by reputable grading services as near-perfect examples, are among the most sought after by collectors. The value of such coins is driven by their rarity, demand, and historical significance. Over time, as more collectors focus on completing year-by-year sets of Elizabeth II coins or seek coins tied to major royal milestones like the Golden Jubilee, the 2002 2-pence has emerged as a standout piece. Collectors are drawn not only to its historical connection but also to its potential as an investment-grade coin. But rarity isn't limited to condition alone. Occasionally, minting errors from that year have been discovered, such as mis-strikes, off-center strikes, or coins struck on older bronze planchets instead of the standard copper-plated steel. These error coins are exceedingly rare and highly prized by error coin specialists. In auctions, such pieces often fetch astonishing sums, sometimes tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on the type and visibility of the error. Imagine the excitement of finding one of these error coins tucked away in an old change jar or passed down through a family collection. It's these stories of unexpected discoveries that fuel the fascination with coins like the 2002 2-pence. Many collectors and treasure hunters scour through rolls of change in hopes of unearthing a hidden gem, making the hunt for rare varieties an ongoing adventure. Over the years, the reputation of the 2002 Elizabeth II Two Pence has continued to grow, with stories of record-breaking sales circulating in numismatic circles. High-grade examples certified by top-tier grading companies such as PCGS or NGC have crossed auction blocks at premium prices, their values climbing steadily as demand surges. For passionate collectors, owning a pristine 2002 Two Pence isn't just about the monetary worth, it's about possessing a tangible link to a historic year in British royal history. The world of coin collecting thrives on these stories. The stories of history preserved in metal, of rarity that turns the mundane into the magnificent, and of humble objects that transform into treasures. The 2002 Two Pence embodies all of these elements perfectly. As we explore its journey further, it's important to reflect on how the public perception of this coin has changed over time. Back in 2002, few could have imagined that a simple 2-pence coin could one day be viewed as a high-value collectible. It passed hands countless times in daily transactions, clinking inside pockets and coin jars, without anyone giving it a second thought. Yet today, that very same coin, when found in exceptional condition, can rival the value of luxury cars, jewelry, or even real estate. Part of this transformation lies in the enduring legacy of Queen Elizabeth II. Her reign, marked by stability, tradition, and service, imbues coins bearing her image with a sense of continuity and reverence. The Golden Jubilee year in particular holds deep sentimental value for collectors, as it represents one of the Queen's most celebrated milestones. In addition to its historical and sentimental significance, the artistic craftsmanship of the 2002 Two-pence coin cannot be overlooked. The design by Christopher Ironside remains a testament to British heraldry and symbolism, while Ian Rank Broadley's portrait adds a dignified modern touch. Certified high-grade coins, proof versions, and rare minting errors have collectively pushed the coin's worth to an astounding $21 million. That's right, a small copper-plated steel coin that once jingled in pockets is now a legendary numismatic treasure commanding a fortune. This incredible value reflects the coin's blend of historical significance, scarcity in top condition, and the passion of collectors worldwide who are willing to pay a premium for a piece of the Golden Jubilee legacy. The next time you come across a 2002 Elizabeth II Two-pence coin, don't dismiss it as just another small change. Take a closer look. You never know if you're holding a miniature fortune in your hand. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey into the story of the 2002 Elizabeth II Two-pence coin. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history and hidden wealth of this remarkable coin, make sure to like this video, share it with fellow collectors, and subscribe to Ultra Rare Coins History for more incredible stories about coins that have shaped history and captured imaginations around the globe.